What is this thing you keep doing? What is that? Oh, you don't see them?
I don't.
So you said all of that to say what? We have beef.
They don't have to see me first day out.
What is going on?
I hate it from outside.
Goofy.
You can't even get in.
Goofy. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. As you got Missy, whichever you want to call me. Today I'm with my friend Malani.
Hi.
You guys should really already know her. If you don't already know her, it's a bit of an issue. Go watch my vlogs, please, and then come back to this video. Basically, this is going to be a new series on my channel where I do like HBCU versus HBCU. I feel like there isn't enough videos that compare HBCUs to each other for like college students that are trying to make decisions, so you're welcome. Today is going to be Howard versus FAMU. Basically what we did is we got you guys to swipe up on our polls on Instagram. We basically said something along the lines of send your assumptions or your questions about Howard versus FAMU. Those of you who responded, your things will be answered. Those of you who didn't, have some shame. Thank you. Forgot to say, this is kind of like a mukbang, but not a mukbang because these things are kind of jokes and sizes.
A little bit.
But you tell them what you got.
Good. I got the cookies and cream cake in a jar.
This is what I got. It's the strawberry shortcake cheesecake in a jar. It's from Alki Therapy. There are alcoholic things, but these ones aren't. You get more homesick at FAMU because you're in the middle of nowhere. Are you guys in the middle of nowhere?
Yes and no. We are technically in college town, but at the same time, Tallahassee's in the country. So depending on really Tallahassee,
you can't say that like it's a place that people
that
know.
Is true. That is true.
Like
that is true.
Tallahassee.
I mean, it's the capital of Florida. But,
maybe I'm just ignorant.
But you are in the middle of nowhere, and depending on like where you're from. Like me personally, I'm from Chicago, and like the inner city of Chicago. So comparing Tallahassee to Tallahassee, did I say?
No, compare Tallahassee to Tallahassee.
Yeah. Comparing Tallahassee to Chicago, it's kind of like, yeah, I'm in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing for me to do at all. Yeah, I can see that.
FAMU is much more lit than Howard. Honestly, as a Howard student, I'm supposed to say that's not the case.
All I'm gonna say is, let me get 2 cops to strike. Okay, that's one of our thingies that we do, like when we're trying to get everyone's attention.
Say it again.
Or let me get 2 claps in a strike.
But what's the strike for?
We're the rattlers, we snakes.
Oh, I'm ignorant, guys. Like, I'm actually not trying to take the piss. I just don't know. I personally feel like Howard is lit, but at the same time, from hearing the stories that other people had in their mind coming to Howard, I can see why they were disappointed. Howard does have the name. Like, I feel like Homecoming, Springfest is always gonna be lit. In my opinion, I think Springfest is like pretty top notch when it comes to other schools. I think Homecoming, however, I really want to go to a FAMU and an NCAT Homecoming.
FAMU is where it's at, bro. So
also though, you have to take into consideration locations. So like, they're in Florida. I don't know how serious you guys took COVID, but Howard hasn't had a homecoming for real in 2 years. Did you guys have a homecoming this year?
Yeah, we had a homecoming in October, but the year before we didn't. It was still kind of restricted, but really not restricted because, you know, there's not much you can do. Like, our stadium was packed out. I couldn't even get a seat in the stadium, and I'm a student. What is the nightlife like at your college?
I mean, at Howard, I'd say Howard never sleeps, in my opinion. I think nightlife is good at Howard, but at the same time, a lot of parties do get shut down.
What's your name? Alki Therapy. I want my money back.
Honestly, yeah, because there's no way we paid like $12 for this. We do spend a lot of money for no reason.
For no reason. Someone said that a common misconception they have about all HBCUs is that all people are black. Is that true?
It really depends on the school you go to, because if you go to a school like Norfolk or Morgan, I'm trying to think of other HBCUs, yeah, you're gonna see lots of white people. But if you go to Howard, I'm pretty sure FAMU is probably really black.
Predominantly black, but there are a few white people on our campus.
Really?
Yeah.
Howard might be the most black HBCU then, because when I tell you, you can count Like, I know which white people go to my school. In terms of undergraduate school, in my year, out of the people that I've seen, yeah, they're all, no, like, I think there are like 6. But Howard, predominantly black. Like, if you, that's one thing that's accurate when they say that it's a HBCU and that you'll have a lot of people in that black community. I promise you, you will. FAMU, apparently not so much. Are you just gonna, like, continue to have that piece of cake on your leg, or
what am I supposed to do with this?
People at FAMU are crazier
Then what?
than Howard. I think that all, no, I'm not gonna lie though, I think that all just goes into stereotype of Florida people. Actually, she's from Florida. I think it just goes to like the fact that, you know, they say Florida people are crazy.
I can agree, Florida people are crazy.
So they're probably just saying that, like, since you guys are in Florida.
But I don't disrespect my school, okay?
Don't do that.
Thank you. Next question.
Right. The next one says, does it really rain all the time?
No, not really.
Florida?
It's really hot for the most part, but then like when it gets to hurricane season, so like from June to November.
Did you just casually say hurricane season?
Yeah.
When it gets to hurricane season, like, you know, when it gets to summer, when it gets to hurricane season, like, what?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Hurricane season from June to November. It rains a lot, especially if there's like a hurricane coming.
So basically half the year you guys are, you know, due to have a hurricane. And that's just normal. And that's the end of it. Very good. If you know anything about the DMV, you should know that the weather is beyond unpredictable. It will rain, it will be sunny, it could snow, it could hail, all in the same day. But one thing about DC, the winds are beyond disrespectful. I promise you, and I know I talked about it in my assumptions about London video time ago, you will be blown into the streets with some of these winds, and I just don't understand. Like, I don't get it. I feel like it's very disrespectful, especially as a 5'4" babe. It's like, I feel personally attacked.
Someone said HBCUs don't prepare you for the white world. How do you feel about that?
I do believe that HBCUs prepare you better than PWIs will, because they naturally have your best interests at heart. Even when you navigate into the real world, especially like even with our internship now, like we already have our own like special cohort of HBCUs. Like, they look out for you extra when you're in HBCUs. It prepares you, but the only thing that's different is when you do get into the real world, you really do realize you're all like, I am black and I am the minority, I'm not the majority anymore. You actually start to see color, quote unquote, again. Because when I tell you, they're so good at keeping in touch with people. Like, you'll really not know anybody from Adam, but they will literally make a case and make it look as if they've known you since you were 2 years old, and then they can vouch for you no matter what, just from the mere fact that you are from an HBCU.
Literally, still wanted to say that when people find out my age and my classification, they're in awe, because how are you this young and you're working for Goldman for the summer? Like, yeah, it's in awe, because I feel my HBCU got me to that point. So I don't like the argument that HBCUs don't prepare you for the real world.
Is pop-out culture a universal HBCU thing? Yeah.
Drip or drown. But I personally, I wear whatever I see in my closet to class, because I'm going to class and
we're focused babes.
Coming back home.
I'm joking, I'm lazy.
Usually I don't want to go to class more times, so if I see something, put it on. I don't have time to, unless I'm going out.
Honestly,
it's set Friday. Yeah.
I feel like freshman year is the year when everybody consistently tries to do the most, and then as you matriculate through college, you just start to care less and less. But there are, I'm not gonna lie, the Cali people, like the Cali guys and the Atlanta girls, they do a lot consistently throughout the years. That's what I've noticed, at least at my school. Like, they will pop out every single day,
as they should,
and that is it. That is the end of it. So I feel like it really does depend on your personality. I personally did not entertain it from day one, and look at me, I'm still breathing and surviving. But you know, you guys that do it every single day, props to you, because like, you're giving the school a great name.
I plan to be one of those pop-out girlies this summer.
I'm like, when are you going to school this summer? Are all HBCU men trash? Just go to my girl talk video, episode 1, dating at Howard. Yeah, That's all I have to say.
I have nothing for you. What's your favorite memory from this past semester and why?
I'm not gonna lie to you, this is like one of the worst semesters. Making it through to the end of the semester was my highlight. I feel like just, you know, anytime I recorded with my friends, that was like my highlights. You see how many times I recorded with friends, you count those, that's as many times I was happy this semester.
Aww.
Like, that's 4 videos, bro.
My highlight for the semester, I can probably say the same. Like, this year has been the worst academic school year of my life. I joined AK Sci.
Look at you. Is Howard the best HBCU?
No.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Honestly, what I was gonna say is I don't think there is a quote-unquote best HBCU, but it's the best HBCU for me.
The number one public.
I don't know why you think I'm gonna like shade FAMU. Like every single time she thinks I'm about to say something shady, she's like, here. But wait, you just said number one public. Didn't they just say that Howard is like the number one HBCU in general, since you want to stop pissing in like
I
stats?
mean, well then Spelman.
No, like the rankings came out. Like I've seen people on Instagram talking about it on Twitter. Everybody was like, how did this happen? Yeah, look. Howard University ranks number 1 among the top 10 HBCUs. And I wasn't even gonna bring any of that into it. But you wanted to do that.
Where does Spelman go?
I don't know. I mean, I can't say I completely believe it, but apparently we are the number 1 HBCU. But that's besides the point. I was just saying that to say that, like, I feel like Howard is the number 1 HBCU for me to grow, for me to do the things I needed to do. FAMU is probably the number 1 HBCU for her and for her growth and development. In my opinion, like, I think HBCUs in general are the way to go for your undergrad if you can afford to go. I just feel like your HBCU experience is gonna be like, it's it's gonna be what you make it.
You can find what's best for you. Sometimes, like, for some people, FAMU may not work out. I know someone personally, they went to FAMU, they didn't like it, they transferred to another HBCU.
That happens a lot as well.
Right, so you just have to find what works for you. When you get to campus, or even before you get to campus, you kind of like research the campus and how student life is and stuff like that.
Travel across the Atlantic Ocean and just go on vibes.
Right. But research the campus and see what they have for the students, and that's kind of how you can know if you'll fit in or not. Yeah. Also, attend Springfest or homecoming and things like that. Like, that's when you can really see the student body and alumni. That's how you'll find out if what's number 1 for you.
I mean, if you guys want more advice in general about HBCU living, like, we got you, we're here all summer. But I guess that's a wrap. Definitely feel free to let us know in the comments what you thought of the video, and also which schools you would like us to add to this whole like HBCU series, because I know it's summer and I don't really know when people make decisions. I feel like people already have made their decisions, but you probably want to know what you're getting into, so definitely do that. But make sure you like, comment. Can you tell them to comment? Because they really act like I'm joking when I say comment. Yeah, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also, we have beef.
They got to see me
because I don't know what this was, but it is very rare that I don't like food to the point that I won't finish it.
And it's very rare that I don't like sweets. Like,
no, like we actually love sweets.
I eat ice cream all day.
No,
every day.
We both love ice cream, love cake, love all sweets. Like,
I have half the jar in here.
Like, do better.